Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Picks and Sticks podcast, a fun music podcast where four great friends talk about the music, bands, and songs that they love. I'm Mauro.
I'm Gordo.
I'm Cecil.
And I'm Huff.
And this is Picks and Sticks.
Welcome to the Picks and Sticks special episode, the Valentines Day episode. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Boys, you're looking great.
As did you.
Hey, we're so excited. Nothing gets men more excited than Valentine's Day. Right? Probably because you're getting your wallet out. I don't know if it was, it's an occasion, perhaps created by the World Jewelry Association. I'm not sure. I think I've spent more money on jewelry over the years, particularly, when you're a younger man with the girlfriends, you're always, I know that's the problem, right? You're always coming in with the bracelets and the necklaces, and then you break up and then you never see that stuff again. So
what the?
That's the anyone problem, else? Man. Is it just me? Or are you guys smart enough to?
Why can't you get that shit back?
That's just me, eh? Well,
you're setting the bar too high. You got to set that thing low and build that up over years, man.
Yeah, well, I've certainly peaked a number of years ago, and it seems like now the ideas are I'm kind of out of ideas.
I gave a girl a book of poetry I wrote when I was younger, and it's all bad, just like off the cuff, like roses are red, violets are blue. Yeah. I was like, no, dude, I was like 18. I was not a little kid. I shouldn't have been doing that at that age. It still makes me nervous that it's out there, though.
It's economical, though. That's a great choice, because any fool can go to Ben Moss and drop $300 on a bracelet.
Oh, you know what? You're right. That's probably why I did it. It cost $5.
That's right. There was also, I don't know if anyone else had this, back when you're, before you're married and all that, when you're dating, early 20s, late teens, whatever. You're dating a girl, and then it dawns on you. You're like 4 or 5 weeks into the relationship. And then you realize that Valentine's Day is like 2 weeks away. So then you have to do that. You have to do the assessment on whether or not you think that she's the one, or maybe she's doing the same thing to you. So I'd like to know what the stats are of people that break up like 2 weeks before Valentine's Day, because you're like, I don't want to have to, go to the keg and drop a couple of $100 on a meal and all that stuff. Yeah, you just cut bait early.
It's very cynical, Huffman. Very cynical.
You said
buddy.
Before you're married, but what about after?
After? Well, what do you mean? I can't. Why? Did you pull the shoot like 2 weeks before Valentine's Day or what?
Hey, every day is Valentine's Day when you're married.
Every day is Valentine's
Day. Okay. Well, clearly I didn't get that memo.
Yeah. I want to live in your world.
That's why I'm in the basement recording a podcast.
When you're young, it's a cruel joke that it's on the 14th. Like, one more day till payday. I always remember being...
Oh, yeah.
Good call, buddy.
Trying to postpone it one day, like, I'm not feeling good. Can we just make it tomorrow?
Maybe I got to work on the 14th. Maybe we can get together on the 15th.
At midnight.
Yeah, you're making dinner reservations for the day after, because, how many times have you thought about it like 2-3 days beforehand, and you phone every single restaurant in the city, and you can't get anything, so you're like scrambling.
Won't have that problem this year.
No, that's the thing. I mean, the beauty of it is, I guess, that you can't go anywhere. I imagine the flower shops are going to be busy. Again, the jewelry stores, they're always open. You can always go to the mall. The malls are open, aren't they?
Yeah,
are they not?
Oh, yeah.
A little bit.
Oh, yeah.
See, I don't even go out. I don't have any idea what's happening outside. Not a clue. So
it's a scary place out there, Huffman.
It is, and it's easier just to stay inside.
But what do you do this Valentine's Day? Send the kids to their rooms?
Well,
hey, kids, go to the basement.
Yeah. Daddy needs 3 minutes with mommy. Maybe 2. I guess, restaurants aren't open, at least in this part of the world. So I guess it's up to us to do the cooking. And I think thank God the return of Martha Stewart. I think I think we might have a Valentine's Day type, maybe a meal. Is
there anything better than cooking a romantic meal on Valentine's Day? I don't know that there is.
I don't know if there is either. I love cooking, but it's usually I have a very limited Rolodex of recipes. It's usually something on the barbecue. That's as far as it goes. You're a much better cook than I am, Mauro.
Yeah, well, I started the tradition when Quinn and I took Gina and Fiona, Cecil's girlfriend or ex-girlfriend and Wally's ex-girlfriend.
Jesus Christ. No.
To my mom's house. She was out of town.
What is everything? It was never
it was
like
awesome.
that. It was never like that.
Jesus. And what'd you make those young ladies tonight? Sounds like you might have made them a sandwich.
It wasn't my
But you can never go wrong with Italian. That's true. It wasn't your girlfriend. That's true.
Oh, it's so good.
What do you got for us this year, Mauro? Dazzle me, man.
Peanut butter Nutella or what?
Well, no, like I said, you can't go wrong with Italian, right?
Nutella's for later.
Yeah, you're right. You can't unless. Well, you can. I mean, you can mess up a sauce. It looks easy, and in theory, it looks easy. But making a homemade sauce is damn near impossible.
Well, you can mess it up, but you can't mess this one up. And any good sauce is a simple sauce, right? It's all about the ingredients. 4 or 5 ingredients, cook it quick, fresh. That's the best way to do it.
Cook it quick. I thought I had to sit on the pot for like 3 days.
No. See, there's the problem. See, what you got to do, you got to get the San Marzano tomatoes.
Okay.
Right?
Those are whole tomatoes?
San Marzano tomatoes. And those are the mini Romas. They're tiny and they're a little thicker flesh tomato. Yeah, they come in the can.
Yeah.
But
16-ounce can?
Yeah, they 28.
28, okay.
They grow them in outside of Naples in the volcanic ash of Mount Vesuvius.
Deadly.
So they're less seeds, thicker flesh, and sweeter and less acidic. So when you cook them, you don't want to cook them long. You want to cook them fast because you want that is like the royalty of tomatoes. So if you're gonna do this, don't go to fucking your local grocer and just buy, I don't know, Compliments tomatoes. Like,
okay.
Find a European grocer.
The yellow label, no name brand?
No, that's fucking garbage.
No Bueno brand?
It's all about the tomatoes and the olive oil, right?
Okay.
So the tomatoes, you always want them to be DOP. On the can, it will say DOP, which means it's, I don't know what it stands for, but
Department of Produce.
It's certified. It's a certified
idea.
Like, there's a lot of brands, but they have to be DOP.
Department of Produce. Sorry, I was trying to hold that in. I couldn't hold it any longer. Department of Produce.
Just trying to be helpful.
Just chipping in. I love it, Gordo. Way to be involved.
And don't use the cheap fucking olive oil from your pantry. Okay. I know the three of you have that cheap shit, right?
Hey, man. I've seen the light. I've seen the light. I spend money on that stuff now.
Yeah. Cheap it's all relative. Like, how much should I be spending on a bottle of
whatever
olive oil? Do you get do you need the extra virgin? What's the story?
Extra virgin.
Yeah.
Good brand.
I just bought a good scraper.
Got to be spending $25 to $30.
Yeah, $25 to $30.
Okay.
Yeah. Good shit. No. But all you got to do, so frying pan, your can of San Marzano tomatoes, your good olive oil, maybe 1 or 2 cloves of garlic, and don't cut them up because you're not going to eat them. Just want to smash them, like, boom, with your fist, like, smash them. Hot pan.
Show us again. Oh, there you go.
Smash them. Hot pan, as Gordon Ramsay would say. And you can use a lot of the olive oil because it's going to be part of the flavor. Throw the garlic in. Don't brown it. Quick flash of the garlic. Let it flavor the oil. That's the important part. You can use onion, but I don't recommend it for this. And what you want to do with the tomatoes is hand crush them. Actually, hand crush them before you put them in. You can blend them, but this is more of a chunky sauce because we're talking about these amazing tomatoes. You want to taste them, right?
Yeah.
So hand crush them, throw them in the pan, bring it to a boil. A little bit of salt, some pepperoncino, red chili flakes if you want, or fresh basil, and literally 5 minutes. While you're doing that, I recommend capellini, and you want it al dente, right? You want it hard to the tooth. It's this fucking soggy shit. That's terrible. Yeah, this is a real deal.
It's all falling apart.
Sorry, what were those last two things?
Mixture.
The capellini.
Bread?
Capellini is really thin.
What's
Capellini is going to take...
It's like the thinnest pasta.
It's an angel hair. Angel hair.
It's very popular in my house.
I thought you were like bread.
Yeah, and you're literally 2 minutes. Always look on the package. The one thing you can count on a...
You look on the package.
Yeah, I was looking... you're going to be 1-2 minutes. Strain it. Don't even strain it, actually. Just get some tongs, put it right in the pan, let it cook the last minute or two, toss it up, fresh basil on top. On the plate, some fresh grated Parmigiano Reggiano on top. Man, that is gold. And you're literally between 5 and 10 minutes. It's from the time you start till it's on the table. So,
see, and that's brilliant because I can guarantee that 80% of dudes are going to panic at the last minute, right? Like we always do anyway. But now, depending on what's going on in your part of there's no restaurants. You can't, just say, hey, let's go out to the pub. The malls are a pain in the ass. Next thing you know, you're screwed. There you go. 4 ingredients. You need 10, 15 minutes. Get your act together. Mm-hmm. There you go.
It's decent, man.
Right? You can't go wrong.
That's it. Throw on the Picks and Sticks playlist.
Yeah.
That's right.
Light some candles.
Set in the mood. Set the mood with the Picks and Sticks playlist.
Pull out the bearskin rug, the one you put away after the hair metal Power Ballads episode.
Dust that fucker off.
Dust it off.
Ready to go.
Get the cat hair and the dog hair off it.
Or put it back in the van.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's literally that simple.
Well,
simple.
You might have saved a few dudes. You might have saved their Valentines with that, Mauro. That's not
Save
bad.
mine. Thanks.
Yeah. Well, at least now I've got a plan. Really, with the timing of this, where it's still going to be a week before Valentine's Day. You can't give away all your secrets anyway, but at least, at the very least, if all goes sideways, the Picks and Sticks boys have you covered.
And you want some vino,
dinner.
right? Like,
have
a Prosecco to start, and whatever you like after that.
Oh, I wish my wife liked Prosecco because I like it. And she maybe would have a glass, and then I drink the bottle. And man, do I get loopy after a bottle of Prosecco. It is. I have a lot of fun. I don't think that other people around me have a lot of fun. But I like Prosecco. It's good. It's a whole different buzz.
Wow.
I used to only see it in the morning.
With a splash of OJ.
It's a breakfast drink. Yeah.
Yeah. It could
Prosecco is an all the time drink.
It's an all day kind of buzz.
Yeah.
They're really striving for
Prosecco and orange and OJ for breakfast.
Oh, I love that.
Prosecco at lunch. I love Prosecco.
Prosecco before dinner.
And your girl drink drunk.
Prosecco after dinner. Prosecco on the nightstand in case you wake up in the middle of the night thirsty.
You don't need water when you got Prosecco.
Yeah.
You gotta stay hydrated.
You gotta stay hydrated. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So there you go. You've got your dinner plans now. We've hooked you up. As Mauro mentioned, we got the playlists available. You find them on Apple Music, YouTube Music, and Spotify. The links to those playlists are in the show notes. If you've got Deezer, we've got Michael O'Coin who's hooking us up there as well. So you'll find the playlist on Deezer. There you go. If you've got, you know what, maybe you could help us out. Maybe, if you've got just a bang up recipe, we're always looking for new ideas. Mauro's he's the chef of the place. We'll try it out. You can email us your favorite recipe at picksandstickspodcast@gmail.com.
I don't know, Huff. We need to get one of your smoker recipes.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe, yeah. I'm going to do some beef jerky. I'm waiting for the weather to get a little bit nicer. So maybe that's my promise to the listeners as well, that we'll do some homemade beef jerky.
I was here B-Rad talking about making the beef jerky on the smoker.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he's got some special recipe.
Well, maybe I'll check in with B-Rad and see what he's got going on. I've got a couple of recipes I'm deciding between.
You can give us your special rub.
Oh, dude.
Oh boy.
I can. The special. I should. You know what? Missed opportunity there. I should have come in with a special Valentine's Day rub. Hey boys, have I got something for you?
Show me the good rub.
I got the special rub.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, you know what? So we're that's not bad. 15 minutes in before it came off the rails. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot better than I thought, to be quite frank. I think I don't know. Is there anything? I don't know if there's. Anyone have a Valentine's Day story before we get into the list? Does anyone have something to share? I don't.
Stories from Valentine's past?
Yeah.
How can we have those?
The ghosts of Valentine's Day past are
boy.
appearing.
Sorry, Carlin, go ahead. You go. Well,
my boy's got a bit of a love triangle. He came home with like a craft and a note from a girl in his class. He was 7. And the very next day, one of his other friends, it's a girl, gave him a little tiny stuffed animal. So when we put the pieces together, the one girl found out about the note and one-upped her, right?
Oh, nice. God. At 7.
Yeah. So
gets competitive early, man.
So he gets...
Should give him Mauro's pasta recipe.
So he's got his stuffy, and then he grabs another one of his stuffed animals, which is an owl. And he's like, "You like my owl? This is my owl. Hooters."
Oh my God! Seriously?
Yeah, his owl Hooters. Oh yeah, that's my kid.
Of course he did.
Hooters the owl. You know that it's not a bad name. I mean, my daughter had a rabbit and she named it Carrots. So, there's a owl. This is Hooters. You know what?
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense. It'll come around in a few years when he realizes what's happened. But Gordo, you got a quick one or what?
I had to go to the hospital once on a Valentine's Day. As you know, I've got the nut allergy, and this was.
I thought you got an arrow in your heart.
Or sore sphincter.
No. It was a long time ago. The young lady I was dating at the time, she was training to be a massage therapist of some kind, and
of some kind, I'm sure.
And she's giving me a massage, but she used some sort of oil that had like almond oil or some nut oil in it. And
Tiger Balm.
Yeah, Tiger. However,
Tiger Balm and nut oil.
However it happened, I'm not sure. I managed to get it in my mouth. I have no idea how. But I got some of that in my mouth, and the massage was over. Off to the hospital.
You left the middle part of the story out.
I had to clean it up a little bit for the podcast, boys.
So I got a quick one. So I'm getting a massage from Gord's girlfriend. And
oh, it would have been good at first when your tongue was swelling, but then
That's right.
all right. Boy. Well, let's get into this playlist.
Let's do it.
This thing is just a work of art. It is a thing of beauty. So there is no algorithm. We're shelving the algorithm for this special episode. What we've done is we've each come up with 5 songs and when we say Valentine's Day, they are in some way related to a relationship. Could be good, maybe gone bad, breakups, whatever. There is a tie into that at some point, but we didn't create our usual list of 20 and run the algorithm and do that. So we're really going to just go round the table with our top fives. We're going to start with Mauro this time. We're going to go in reverse order. We did Christmas alphabetical. We're going to do reverse alphabetical this time around. We're going to start with our man Mauro. He's got 5 songs. I was going to say 5 gems, but he's got 5 songs.
That'd be a stretch.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
He's got one great song.
Oh, these fucking
I like
songs these songs are amazing.
His 5 are great.
All right, what do you got?
Up, buddy?
Coming in at number 1, which is a song that's heavy enough for the boys and sweet enough for the girls.
Oh, Christ.
Jesus.
It's Misfit Love by Queens of the Stone Age. Heart driving. Great song.
They sound like they're playing it in
I don't know how you managed to do this, but you found the one shitty Queens of the Stone Age song and you put it on a list. Just like the Oasis at Christmas.
What are you talking
That's one of the
about?
best songs on the list.
What are you talking about?
Oh, it's good.
It's the best song on the whole list.
What a dog shit start.
That's the best song on the list. Come on, Cecil, you got to back me on this
it's
one.
got an off. It's got an off beat. Sorry,
Great song.
Beat because it's crappy.
There.
All right, what else?
No, anyways, I was trying to resist the beat off joke. Sorry. I tripped over my own brain.
Way to avoid that, man.
The contrast of that music between his singing, he sings like an angel. It's a beautiful song. Beautiful singing with like rock and roll.
Great
I love
song.
that tune. Never heard it before.
And I'm sure the listeners will reinforce that as they did with the Christmas list.
Well, we'll find out if your mom sends in an email or not. But what do you got at number 2?
Number 2, Let Love Rule, Lenny Kravitz.
Mm-hmm.
Classic.
That's a good pick.
You're back on point, brother. That's solid.
Saxophone solo. Whereas the thing I like about that album with Lenny is he plays all the instruments.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
all
right.
the singing, all the backup vocals.
Really?
He doesn't do the sax solo, but...
Really? Well, I'm glad. You know what? That's awesome. Because, when it comes to Valentine's Day, everyone looks forward to a little sax.
It's a little bit of hippie love,
We're getting a little sexual.
I see what you did there.
Wow. I hope he didn't plan that.
Dude, it was better than whatever you said at the beginning of the Queens of the Stone Age. Something for the boys.
Heavy enough for the boys and sweet enough for the girls.
Jeez, that's like that's like party in the back, business in the front, man. It's just not working.
All right, number 3. I'm not even sure where this came from.
Oh, this is a good one.
Home, Michael Bublé.
Oh, dude.
I mean, this could be one of the most beautiful songs ever written.
I didn't know you were a Mike Bubble fan.
I love Bublé too.
Oh, man.
I got a little miss you this one.
Dude, he's got
It's a good tune. I'm just giving you a hard
voice.
time.
Absolute voice of an angel.
He's our homeboy crooner. He's amazing.
You know what? In all honesty, the issue I have with it is it should have been your number 1 song, but whatever. You do you.
Well, I had an order here.
Okay.
All right. Let's
And if you listen to the songs in the order...
Oh, okay. So you're going with just maximum listening value. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Misfit Love's for the dancing. Let Love's Rules for the, the chilling out. And then you take it home with Home.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I'm with you.
Okay. And then what happens?
I just want to make love to you.
Is that why number 4 comes in?
I just want to make love to you. Foghat. I got the Foghat version, which we know that.
The Foghat version's the only version. That's
solid. Solid pick, Mauro.
After I saw that on your list, I had like 2 days of regret and self-doubt because I can't believe I missed that song. This might this might be a runaway best song on the list situation.
It is, but the original, there's an original done by Muddy Waters, which is
it's not as good.
It's not. It's pretty good though.
It's very different. We'll say that, but the guitars in this version, right? And it was in Dazed and Confused.
Oh, that's right. It was. Good call,
right?
buddy.
There were 2 Foghat songs, right? Because Slow Ride was in there as well. This is a tremendous pick. Mm-hmm. This saves your list. You could have left the other 4 spots blank. Quite frankly,
it is a gem.
It is.
So, how you bringing this home, buddy? What do you do after I Just Want to Make Love to You?
Well, you bring it home with a little Everlast. White trash, beautiful.
Yeah, you do.
I've never heard this song before. Not that I'm an Everlast guy. Had anyone else heard this song other than Mauro?
I have.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
But it was one of it was pretty good. I thought not a bad call.
Another outstanding pick.
It was lyrically a lot better than I thought it would be. To be honest, I thought actually lyrically it was I thought it was a pretty good tune. I think my favorite part about it though was, there's always lots of songs talking about, drugs and alcohol and stuff like that. And there's usually your standards, right? Mm-hmm. And there's a reference here about the chick slings hash at the diner. I'm like, hash? Like, who makes reference to hash? So, he's obviously he's that specific. So kudos to him. I thought that was I don't know.
Potatoes.
Yeah,
it could be potatoes.
It is.
But I never even thought of that. I figured she was dealing dope out of the diner.
Oh, she could be.
Maybe.
She's making breakfast.
Well, then he should have said corned beef hash, for Christ's sakes. Want some clarity on this.
On the lyrics, though, they're super cool. Because he moves in and out of, like, he tells a story, and then he talks from the first person.
Yeah.
And then he does it from a third person. It's a good story, man.
Yeah.
But life on the road.
Words with
trucker,
the hash.
man. Yeah.
Nice.
Right. I think any good love song should have a reference about food. That's right. It's the way to a man's hearts through his stomach.
Yeah, I guess so.
White trash, beautiful.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
Not a bad list.
I knocked it out of the park here.
Well, let's not go breaking our arm and patting ourselves on the back quite yet, sir.
More on my second favorite list next to mine. It was good. Good tunes.
You guys are in cahoots.
Thanks, brother.
Whatever.
This is an outrage.
It is
I don't
ridiculous.
think you guys have any idea.
This bullshit list. All right, who's next?
We're just moving it along. I'm next. I am next. I don't know. Are we going? I'll go 1 to 5 as well. I thought that was kind of odd that you went 1 to 5 rather than 5 to 1, but that's okay. I'll go 5 to 1. So the number 5 song is 10,000 Maniacs, Because the Night. I actually didn't know that this was a Bruce Springsteen written song, and then it was originally recorded by Patti Smith. I listened to the other 2 versions. I don't know why, but for some reason, the 10,000 Maniacs, I went through a phase when I listened to a lot of 10,000 Maniacs. But in any event, I think Natalie Merchant's voice is awesome. This version is by far the better version, and it's an absolutely beautiful song. It's got the piano on there. This is just perfect for Valentine's Day, I must say.
Jesus, this is a terrible introduction. What did your mom give you this list? Because of the night? Good grief.
What phase were you going through? Were you questioning your sexuality then?
I'm going to punch you in the neck.
Well, all right. So maybe we'll give you a pass on Because of the Night, but
sorry, it's no Michael Bublé. My bad.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So coming in at the number 4 spot, Ben Folds. What the hell?
That's a terrible pick. Ben Folds.
Ben Folds, a brilliant pick.
Sorry, what song? What song?
The song is called Anyway. It's Ben Folds.
Oh, sure.
Ben Folds is one of the greatest. least known songwriters.
Sorry.
Can I help me to understand something?
Yeah.
The Ben Folds.
Yeah.
Did it? Is the Ben Folds 5?
Yeah, there's two. There was a solo, Ben Folds as a solo act, and then he had the 3-piece band called the Ben Folds 5.
Nice.
I'm sure that was fantastic.
Oh, dude, wait till we get to your list. Your list is an absolute dumpster fire. So let's not get too far ahead of ourselves.
Okay, all right. Sorry, let's give you a chance here. All right. Anyway, what did you like about this song?
What I like about it, obviously, the man can write a song. The piano playing, unbelievable. But honestly, lyrically, if you listen to a lot of his stuff, he's got a lot of really clever, humorous kind of stuff. But in this particular song, so this is a song really about it's Annie who is waiting for, I guess, her crush to make a move or whatever, and that's the Annie waits. Mm-hmm. But then her sort of best friend, who is basically been friend zoned, is has a thing for Annie, but she doesn't recognize that he is actually the man for her. So there's a play on words in there. Annie waits, but then as the song turns from the other guy's point of view, it's and he waits. So it's a story about all three of them, all wrapped into a nice, brilliantly written package. It's unfortunate it's above your guys' heads, but that's okay. It's not for everybody.
Well, there's nothing like the friend zone.
It's true.
Well,
that's fucking horrible. Friend zone? Oh God.
I don't know. I've never been there.
You've never been in the friend zone?
Mauro, why don't you tell us what it's like?
You've never been in the friend zone. You got a touchdown every time, eh? Oh well.
No, I just don't have a lot of friends. Most people don't like me, so it eliminates that.
I find that hard to believe, Hoffman.
All right, well, let's move on. Jesus Christ! All right, number 3 is ZZ Top. Just got back from Babies. What do you guys hate about this song?
It's a fucking awesome song, dude.
Great song, man.
You brought it back on track here.
Yeah, man.
All right. You totally redeemed yourself. That's right. I love the old ZZ Top, the old blues style. I think Billy Gibbons is an absolute fucking magician. Lyrics are actually clever as well. They've got a few songs like that I was kind of choosing between, like Blue Jean Blues is really good. Backdoor Love Affair. There's a bunch of stuff, but anyway, I'm going with Just Got Back from Babies. That's off ZZ Top's first album. Number 2, a band called Heart. I brought the women into this. I think, myself and Gord were the only ones that actually had the female contingent in here, but Heart crazy.
We're the only ones with the foresight, Huffman.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
It's not a sausage fest on Valentine's Day, am I right?
Crazy on You.
Apparently.
Listen, kick-ass guitar, great lyrics, great story. You can't go wrong with a little Crazy on You.
Is she a little insane, though? Like, is she obsessing, or is she just, like, really into the guy? I can't decide by reading the lyrics.
Yeah, I think there's 2 sort of schools of thought, and one of them is, she's completely crazy.
Is she boiling bunnies in this song or what? Like, I don't know.
I'm not sure, and that's up for what we'll leave that up to the listeners to decide.
Great song nonetheless.
Great song. I love the guitars on this. I love her voice. She's got just an awesome voice. All right, so number 1. I just realized after I said I was going to go 1 to 5, I just went 5 to 1. Fuck, am I stupid?
No, 5 to 1's good, dude.
Yeah. Anyway, number 1 is the Rolling Stones, song called Angie.
This is such a good song.
Such a good song. Yeah. It's a beautiful song. Keith Richards, absolutely amazing on this. And then every now and then, the humorous part to me sometimes is when Mick Jagger sings the Angie part. Sometimes he'll whisper it, and it sounds just a little creepy. But then there's Gordo. There's the hi-hat lift in there too. Oh, so it's like Angie. Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's anyway. I've always loved that song. I think that they've got a number of Wild Horses. There's a whole bunch of songs to pick from, but I think Angie, in terms of the Valentine's Day playlist, the type of mood that I'm trying to bring here with my brilliant 5 songs, or maybe my 3 good songs and 2 dog shit songs. That's how we landed.
That's a good pick, man. Solid
pick off.
All right, Gordo.
All right, brother. I'll be the first to admit these 5 songs do not flow together nicely in a podcast or in a playlist whatsoever. But
they don't
belong anywhere on a list.
Individually, they're fantastic. I'm going to pull the Tool argument on you. If you don't like them, it's because you don't understand it, Huffman.
Oh my God! I think wasn't that Mike Muir from Suicidal Tendencies that said that? Just because you don't like it, don't mean it ain't no good. I think was the actual line from it.
I think it was something along those lines, but
yeah.
All right. Nevertheless, let's get.
Are you going 5 to 1 or 1 to 5?
I'm going 5 to 1, brother.
All right. You're gonna start with Glory Hole.
This Glory
or Glory Box. That was so unintentional.
Wow. That was so offside. Well, let me set the stage for you. We're talking about Portishead Glory Box, your favorite early 90s trip hop band, for those of you who like that music.
Never heard them before.
Dude, Portishead is unbelievable.
Never. I like Portishead. Yeah. They're like
English.
Who's the other one? Like
hop?
a Massive Attack?
Massive Attack, yeah. Oh, dude. Unbelievable good music. Super chill.
Garbage.
Great.
Unbelievably good music. Did you just say that?
Beth Gibbons.
Yeah,
Beth Gibbons.
Christ.
Amazing voice. Great voice. Check it out.
Don't check it out. It's awful.
Oh,
great band.
This is easily the worst song on anyone's list.
No, I'm gonna pull the Radiohead argument on you. If you don't like it, it's because you don't understand. Oh wait, that's the Tool. It works for both.
It works for, I think, every band you have on this list. But go ahead.
All right, we're going to continue on. We're going number 4. White Stripes, Fell in Love with the Girl.
That's a good pick.
Great catchy song. You know, perhaps some cheating on a dude named Bobby, if you're listening to the lyrics. But it's just a great, Jack White guitar song.
This is the song that made him more popular fast, isn't it?
I think so. It was one of the early hits. Great tune. Anyone else?
I like I was going to take a shot at you about something else, but considering the beating that I took on my list, I was going to say I figured that you picked this song because I thought maybe you'd put this on, as your lovemaking song because it's less than 2 minutes.
Well, I can't rule that out, but that was not the intention.
Oh, okay.
All right, next we're getting serious now. This is 9 Inch Nails' "Closer." Ugh. This is a song where it's Valentine's and you're just skipping the foreplay, brothers. It's actually a song about getting close to God. No, it's totally not about that. it's nothing to do with that.
This is the all-time number 1 blanket song.
Yeah, this is Tommy Lee's favorite song for making love. Apparently, he had some disturbing stories about a swing that you might want to check out on YouTube. But
no, pass. This is.
I think it's a good song, but I just don't. I can't see it on a Valentine's playlist.
Well, then you're doing Valentine's wrong, brother.
It's the final song on every stripper's playlist.
That's right. All right.
But I don't understand though. Like, why do you want to? Fuck like an animal. Like it's like run up behind her for 2 seconds and run away.
Why you gotta make it so ugly, man?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Or make love to my stuffed football in the backyard.
You're making a tender song about vulnerability ugly, and I don't like it. All right.
I've never, you know what? I think you can add this to the Tool argument, the Radiohead argument. I don't get 9 Inch Nails.
I dig him. They're good. Good.
Trent Reznor is amazing.
I love it.
He's genius.
Dude. Love Nine Inch Nails, dude.
Genius.
I can't get into all of it though. It's a short catalog that I like.
That's true.
He's good with a computer.
All right, this one I know you guys aren't gonna like at all. That makes it even better. We're coming in at number 2.
This is horrible.
Joy Division, Love Will Tear Us Apart. Great band from the early 80s, tragically cut short by untimely suicide. Go ahead, Mauro.
No, you go ahead. Just try and explain this.
Song community, it's the most honest song about love I've ever heard. It's about a couple growing apart. It's just got great lyrics. It's the most honest love song I've ever heard, really. It's based in reality, and it's like ridiculously catchy. Like, what else do you want?
Catchy?
Do you remember the Sprockets, Mike Myers and Saturday Night Live?
Yep.
First we dance.
It's totally like that.
That's what this song sounds like.
All right.
I don't know. Huff, you think the Portishead song's worse than this one?
No. No. I would actually say that I enjoyed the Portishead compared to his top 3 songs. Portishead is awful, and it's not the worst song on his list.
This is outrageous.
I feel like this list is more for a stalker's list.
No, this is. You guys are gonna re-listen to this in 5 years and go, "Wow, I was
Stalking
so
Times
wrong."
Day.
How did Gord nail this so hard, like out of the park?
Listen, spoiler alert. I'm not going to let this thing breathe for 5 years.
All right, let me just go on to number 1. Let me ask you a question. Do you guys like making sweet love? Because if you
Not
do,
to this song, I don't.
because if you do, you're gonna like Chris Isaac's "Wicked Game" from 1989. Are you
I like
kidding
the
me?
video.
The video is unreal.
I haven't seen the video.
It's got Helena Christensen.
Oh, dude.
She's a famous model back then.
Oh, okay.
As soon as you're done this, you gotta watch the video. It'll change your life. Chris Isaac,
Okay.
The Wicked Game, man. Where have you been on Valentine's Day? Are you playing like Def Leppard? Like what's been going on through your life?
Hey, I tell you what, I got a better shot at closing the deal with Love Bites than this thing.
Well, I asked our lady listeners, and I know we have some lady listeners. There's got to be at least 5. Chime in. Is there a better song on this list than "Wicked Game" by Chris Isaac? Come on.
No.
on.
Almost every song.
No.
All right. There you go.
Wow.
I'm sure
You know
guys
what?
can't appreciate it.
Actually, you know what? It's not terrible.
It's not terrible. It's the ringing indoor. Well, it's not terrible.
It's not terrible.
But once again, it's no Michael Bublé.
You know what? If that playlist was a movie, it would be Waterworld. It was a lot of hype for nothing.
I honestly, when I saw your list, I thought you.
I thought you were joking.
No. I went and looked online for the Natural Born Killers soundtrack. I thought that's. I swear to God, I'm not fucking joking. I was like, did he steal this from Natural Born Killers?
I put it together special for your Valentine's Day needs.
But that's a good movie though, you know.
That's unreal.
I can hardly wait to see your Easter
And
list.
it's a love story.
Check out the video. You won't regret it.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But okay. All right. Well, that was outstanding. Our apologies to the listeners. Cecil, you're the last man standing.
Right on. I'll go 1 to 5.
All right.
First song is Tennessee Whiskey, Chris Stapleton. I just think it's beautiful lyrics. He's it's about a woman getting him away from the booze. So you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey, sweet as a I can't remember.
I don't know, man, but it's a great song. I gave it a listen right before the podcast again. Haven't heard it in a while. That's a solid number 1. I will say that. That's probably the most solid first song of anyone here, in my opinion.
No way. Angie's better than that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
sweet as strawberry wine.
Yeah, dude.
And warm as a glass of brandy. But I like that he compares her to this, but she's not better than any of it, right?
I get it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's close.
Smooth as, warm as, but not
Close,
better.
but
So
not quite.
And you're the
Beautiful
only one to
song.
bring in a country tune. So
well, I would. You know what? I don't know if you're probably not big Justin Timberlake fans, but if you want to watch a short couple songs on YouTube, JT plays this song with Chris Stapleton live, and then they play "I Can't Drink You Away." I don't know if you heard that. That's a great.
no, I don't listen to Stapleton.
I actually saw
Yeah.
that Carlin on YouTube. And
Those two songs back to back are
it's fantastic.
unbelievable.
It was
check that out.
fantastic. It was definitely
Yeah.
fantastic.
I'll check that out.
Next song, Queen, "Crazy Little Thing Called Love."
Great
Super
pick.
song written by Freddie Mercury.
Great tune.
So Elvis sounding. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
So I
just-
thought it was an Elvis song.
everyone, and that's
For
that's
years, I
common.
thought so.
Yeah,
It's he wrote it as an Elvis tribute, and
yeah.
he wrote it in like 5 or 10 minutes.
and it's awesome.
It's a great tune. I haven't heard that tune in a long time. So when I was going through the list, I got to listen to it. I was like, yeah, I forgot how good that tune is. That is a tremendous pick.
I don't know that there's a classic rock vocalist better than Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, he's pretty incredible.
He's got quite a range, and I don't just mean his voice, but it's his diversity of their music, right? Like that, to pull that off in the Elvis style, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Like I would have picked Fat Bottom Girls myself, but
That is also
in fact, I gotta add that to the list.
That's a deep cut right there.
I fucking
No,
love that.
that goes
song.
on the Easter list as
It's
well.
amazing.
And he rhymes jellyfish with nothing. Like it moves, it jives, it shakes all over like a jellyfish, but there's no rhyme there.
Jellyfish is tricky.
It is.
Have you ever been stung by a jellyfish?
No, you.
Almost.
Negative.
I came real close.
It's painful.
My sister got bit at our wedding. We all went swimming at night there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Anyway, okay.
She said it.
That's
hurt.
terrifying in Finding Nemo when they have to go through the jellyfish.
Terrifying.
Yeah. Did you have to put the covers over your eyes?
That's a great movie, man. Finding Nemo. It's a classic.
Seen a shark tail? The two Jamaican jellyfish in that?
Yeah, that's culturally appropriated. That's
Hilarious.
I didn't see it.
All right, next song. Aerosmith, "Woman of the World." You guys listen to this?
terrible.
Yes.
Yeah, I listened to it.
Listen to it more. This is a sneaky awesome tune. There's it's a 5-verse song, and the third and fourth verses are it's incredible singing by Steven Tyler. Gives me goosebumps. Song about a hard to love woman, and again has crazy good lyrics in it.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
She's unpredictable, right? Hard to please.
I was just
Don't
saying,
say
this is a great
don't-
Aerosmith song.
Don't save all your loving for tomorrow. Get all your loving in tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Got the wicked harmonica in there.
The harmonic outro, yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds me of "Can You Hear Me Knocking?" Rolling Stones they have a big calypso outro that has nothing to do with the rest of the song. But
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, I really like this song, and I'm not a big I didn't listen to a ton of Aerosmith back in the day, but I'd only heard this song a couple times.
That's why
I
you
listened to
spent
this
most of your
song.
Valentine's days alone, man.
Right?
You
yeah,
need to get
'cause
more
I'm not
Aerosmith in
listen-
life.
You should have got out the Portishead.
Should have got out the
Dude.
fired up the Joy
Division.
Ladies love
Yeah.
the Portishead. Don't mock it, boys.
Yeah,
Don't
and I need
mock
some
it.
Bauhaus too.
Bob. All right, Carolyn.
next.
I don't want to set the
Yeah.
stage too high, but this next one's impressive.
yeah, the Stooges, Beatles cover "I Want to Be Your Man." The Rolling Stones covered this song as well. It sounds more like the Stones version. But Iggy Pop, great vocals. This album came out. It's like their fourth Stooges album. It came out 34 or 35 years after their third.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I knew there was a break there. I had no idea it was that long. Huh.
Love the old Stooges. This one's it's got some songs. One song on that album I think is "I Want to Kill Everyone." It's pretty horrible.
So that's not a Valentine's song, just to be clear.
I think he's being. I don't think he's being too serious about it.
You never know with Iggy Pop. He'll turn it around on you.
That song too is, depending on what platform, like what app you're using for music, you may or may not be able to find it, because I know it's not on Spotify. I had to listen to it through other means, but
I don't think it's on YouTube Music either.
Yeah, you have to go to YouTube. Like I found it on YouTube itself.
I found "I Want to Be Your Dog."
Yeah,
that's the first one.
It's another great tune.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was originally, so that's why I had to clarify it.
Well, maybe we'll switch it out. If you can't find it for those playlists, put "I Want to Be Your Dog." It applies, and it's
it's
a good
just
song.
as good.
Very Valentine-y.
Yeah, very Valentine-y.
Yeah,
not as Valentine-y as your fifth pick. I'm gonna have to turn my mic off now.
This one's dedicated to my dad. This is "Jailbait" by Motorhead. I give my dad a hard time. My dad's 70. His girlfriend is 20 years younger than him, so it's not quite jailbait. But it's a great song about 18 and 19-year-olds. This one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Super.
Okay.
Super good.
I have
riffs.
to say though, like it's a really good song.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Musically, it's good. Lyrically, it creeps me the hell out.
And Lemmy's got a voice that just screams Valentine's.
Yeah, exactly.
They played it when I saw them at Flame Central.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, well, I barely saw it though because I went with I don't know if you guys know Mr. Swift. He's the only guy I know that can. He must have had 600 beers. And he kept feeding me beers.
Ogre.
Oh, is he he's like a big dude.
Yeah.
He's like ogre he's like smart ogre from Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah.
Jailbait. Yeah. All right.
Well, there we go. That's how you finish it off. There's the Valentine's Day playlist. Feel free to fire that up with your special someone. Are there any? I don't think we need to any egregious omissions. I mean, there's probably a million songs. I was surprised that someone didn't show up with like Love Shack or something like that. There's
Whole lot of love.
Lot of love. Heartbreaker.
Yeah.
And that's actually a good point. Like I had a list of some other songs as well, but I stayed away for the most part from bands that I thought we were going to cover anyway. Like Zeppelin for sure. I know I'm anticipating. Hopefully we're going to do Zeppelin here sometime in at least in the next however many weeks. But so I think we kind of avoided some of those. But anyway.
Can I give a shout out to one of Mauro's deep picks? If he won it was the Jefferson Airplane, Somebody to Love. I thought that was that was
you're all
worthy.
over the place, Gord. That's not. I was talking egregious omissions.
Oh, egregious! Yeah.
Anyway, you can move into sort of the honorable mentions, which we'll call, I guess, songs that were under consideration that didn't quite make the cut or whatever. In any event, So Somebody to Love, Jefferson Airplane, great pick that Mauro had listed on there.
It reminds me of the Cable Guy.
Cable Guy. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
That scene where he gets just absolutely fucking obliterated
Yeah.
on like psychedelics.
Yeah.
That was a good movie, man. Underappreciated.
That's a dark movie.
It's dark.
Yeah.
Well, and not to give Mauro's like deep cuts too much love, because his deep cuts are frankly better than his actual list. But the Ramones, I Want to Be Your Boyfriend, Mauro, like that is a great pick. How did that not make your list?
What do you mean? How did it not? My list is so fucking good, man. And I Want to Be Your Boyfriend is a classic tune,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a great deep cut.
Yeah.
No, you blew it. I had Somebody to Love on my list, except I had the Queen song, not the Jefferson Airplane song. That the Queen, and I'm not I don't know how we ended up with 2 Queen songs, but Somebody
Queen
to Love.
here.
Yeah, you know, the backing vocals, the harmonizing on that, like the whole composition of that song is awesome.
I'm telling you, man, Queen's underrated. We're gonna have to do Queen for sure.
Yeah, I agree. There's some. I find that they've got absolute like a bunch of songs that are complete magic, and then there's songs that I can't really get into. I find I don't have a lot of middle ground there, but
I warmed up to their some of their opera sounding tunes.
Yeah,
I used to hate half that shit, but I don't know. And
then some of their 80s,
or Wayne's World kind of softened me first, and then right around the movie too. When you see a movie, you see it differently too. Hey,
yeah,
see more of the backstory.
Some of the 80s, was that 80s or when like Radio Gaga and some of that stuff.
Hated that song. Love it now.
Yeah,
I love that song now.
I hated it as well.
Lyrics are such good lyrics.
Yeah.
It's one of the prettiest.
It was when I went back and watched the Live Aid, the reunion right before he died, and they played that song, and I was like, man, this song's way better than I thought.
Yeah, great movie.
They all clap simultaneously. That concert. Yeah, they say that's one of the best live performances in all rock, don't they? Who are they, anyways?
Yeah.
Anyone else want to throw in some?
Of course.
Honorable mentions.
Sure.
The Misfits.
Oh Jesus
Christ.
God.
Dream Lover.
We're almost made it through.
What a song, man. What a song. Comes off the Project 1950 album, where they do their 1950s and 60s covers. So the original's
I'm assuming, again, that's Danzig's doing vocals, right? You didn't...
No, this is John Caffiero on this song.
Oh, really? Whoa. Hang on. Now I'm interested. I was bored to tears when you said Misfits. I was like, here we go. I was going to let you do your thing. But now, hang on a second, because you had admitted a couple podcasts episodes ago when you had said that you hadn't really listened to anything outside of Danzig, right? And now...
I'm being sucked in.
Oh.
But John Caffiero is... he's actually a film director.
Okay.
There's a movie called Big Money Hustlers. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, I missed that
with
one.
the Insane Clown Posse.
Was that direct to VHS?
Yeah, it was direct to video.
Yeah.
But he's part of a super punk group called Osaka Popstar, which is an anime punk group out of Japan.
Okay.
Huh.
And he's directed Ramones videos. He's directed Misfits videos. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right.
Okay.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
If you want to check out a good album,
check
out Project 1950, The Misfits. It's 50s and 60s covers.
I will.
And Dream Lover is a Bobby Darin song.
I will check it out. I will admit that I did listen to every song on our playlist, except I didn't go through the honorable mentions. So I know the Ramones and the Jefferson Airplane song anyway. I did not listen to that Misfits song, but I promise you I will do that.
Nice.
Anyone else want to throw in an honorable mention?
I'm going to throw one out to ZZ Top, Pearl Necklace. I think that song doesn't get the love it deserves. It's sneaky good.
Oh, we're going to... All right, well, then I'll throw in Squealer from AC/DC.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, God.
No, we can't have that and Jailbait on the same list, okay?
You know...
Well, I'll make I meant Little Lover. Little Lover by AC/DC. That's the song.
That's the one.
And Love Me Two Times, Doors. Somebody stop me.
Oh, what's the Melvin song? Up the Dumper?
That's what it is.
That's what it's called.
Nothing says Valentine's like up the dumper.
What the hell is going on?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I found it when I was like,
We almost, seriously, we almost made it.
Oh, we were so close.
You know, and I was planning, I was going to wrap up the show. I was going to wrap up the show and say, you know, we really hope that you enjoyed this softer and cuddly side of the Picks and Sticks guys. This was, you know, definitely not the way that I thought that was going to end. But Christ, this whole episode's in the dumper.
Just wrap it up. Just wrap it up.
All right. Well,
how do you
feel
even
free
name
to
it?
tell your friends, your neighbors, and coworkers about the Pikes and Sticks podcast. We could use your support because I get the feeling we lost a few listeners here. Don't forget you can email the show at picksandstickspodcast@gmail.com. And, you know, we may even feature your email on an upcoming episode as we tickle Gord's pouch, which is normally should have been part of Valentine's Day as well. So the next two episodes, one is going to be the new Foo Fighters album review. The album is called Medicine at Midnight. So that'll be our second album review. We did one previously, so if you didn't catch the AC/DC Power Up special, be sure to give that a listen. We're also going to be going back to our regular format with 10 great songs from Rage Against the Machine. So you can watch for that as well sometime here coming up in February.
Nice.
So how do you make sure that you don't... Sorry, go ahead, Gordo.
No, I was just saying nice. Rage, buddy.
You are jacked up for the rage.
Nothing
Gord
follows
is the resident rage.
Nothing follows
Day.
Valentine's like rage.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So, you know, how do you make sure that you don't miss one of those upcoming episodes? You know what? We're glad you asked. You simply subscribe to the Picks and Sticks podcast. It's that simple. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts, including Spotify, Apple, Google, Stitcher, Amazon, Pandora. We are absolutely everywhere. We thank you for listening. Oh, and hey, it's only appropriate to say we love you. And until next time, see ya.
See ya.
See you.